with the network issue. So, and I'm sure most of you all also found it very difficult with the power cuts and so on. So we decided not to have the class. So we'll start with the paper that I had sent to you all today again, and we will do a revision for your exam. We know it has been postponed up to the 16th, no? So another 10 more days. So you should be able to have some more time to study. I just hope and pray all of you guys are safe and sound. There were no issues with these weather problems. Yeah. So let's start with the class, and we'll do part A, that is the part 2 of your third term exam. A good set of questions, I believe. Let's try to do as much as possible within the 2 hours that we have. Okay, right. So let's start. Question number 1 is talking about income tax. Yeah, it's a crucial part of your exams. So the annual income of a businessman who imports and sells electrical appliances is 1.8 million. 1.8 million is 1,800,000. They're saying find the amount he has to pay as income tax according to the following table. So in the table, you can see the annual income from the first 500,000. You don't have to pay any tax. So you get a tax-free benefit. Then the next 500,000. What do we mean by the next 500,000? From 501 to 1 million, you have to pay 4% tax. Then the next 500,000, that is 1,000,001 rupee to 1.5 million, you have to pay 8%. And then 1,501 rupees to 2 million, you have to pay 12% tax. So here, if you look at the question, the data that we receive, they are saying this businessman, his annual income is 1.8 million. So that means he is between 1,500,000 and 2 million. So they are asking you to calculate his income tax, right? So we have to do it in a very methodical way, and when you present your answer, please make it very clear so that the examiner doesn't find it difficult to mark your paper and give you the marks that is required. No cutting, no chopping, just make it very neat. If you make an error, just put one line across, start on the next line. Don't scribble and all that. It's going to make it very difficult for the examiner. They don't want to see untidy work. Right, so question number 1. Right, question number 1. I think I'll have to move that down a bit. So question number 1. What are they saying is, I just saw, got a question. What is that? Dulhara. Okay, right. So they're saying for 1.8 million, how much of income tax does he have to pay? So we know for the first 500,000, no tax. So we'll do the tax calculation. First 500,000. He has to pay 0 tax. So that I'm saying is 0. So I'm going to do a small table here. So 1.8 million is his income, right? And 1.8 million is his income. Let's move it a bit this side, right? Then what they're saying is for the first 500,000, no income tax. So we can reduce this from here. For the first 500,000, tax free, right? So tax free for the first 500,000. So 1.8 million minus 500,000, you're left with 1.3 million, right? Then they are saying for the next 500,000, he has to pay 4% tax. So what is the next 500,000? So you can reduce 500,000 from here. So this 500,000, how much of tax does he have to pay? He has to pay 500,000, right? So 500,000 into 4%, right? 500,000 into 4%. Cut the two zeros, 5,000 multiplied by 4. You have to pay 20,000 as tax, right? So once you've taken the 500,000 as 4%, how much is remaining now? 1.3 million minus 500,000. You're still having 800,000 of income still. Then they are saying the next 500,000 after the 4% is 8%. So what do? You subtract 500,000 from this. So for this 500,000, you are paying income tax of 8%, right? So 500,000 into 8%, two zeros cancels, 5,000 into 8, for 40,000. Okay, right? So now 800,000 minus the 500,000, you're only left with 300,000. Right? So 300,000 worth, still your income is there for 300,000. What is that amount that is going to be taxed at? 12%. That is your last amount. So just because they say the last 500,000 is 12%, don't take 500,000 and multiply by 12%. How much of income that is taxable only you have to calculate for. So how much is taxable? Only 300,000 is left over, which has to we have to pay income tax on. So 300,000 into 12%. So two zeros cancels. 3,000 into 12, 36,000. Right? So add it. 20 plus 40, 60. 60 plus 36, 96,000. So total income tax is 96,000 rupees. So that's what you need to show in your working. So very neatly you have to show this. And at the end, please put a statement saying that is your income tax that you have to pay. Keep this on the side because it makes it easy for you to do your calculation. Every time you take a 500,000 out, you keep reducing the amount. Okay. Right. That is your first part of your question. That is question number 1A. Right? I'm just going to erase this part. So if you need it, I'll give you another 30 seconds. Okay. Right? B part of this question. They're saying he pays 3,200 rupees as rates per quarter for his premises, business premises. The local body charges an annual rate of 8%. So quarterly rate is how much? Quarterly rate is rupees 3,200. Annual rate is how much? Percentage. Annual rate percentage, they are saying, is 8%. Right? What is this 8%? 8% on the value of your business or your building. Right? They're saying find the annual assessed value of the building. So find the annual assessed value. So first what you need to do, you need to convert this quarterly amount to annual. So if it's 3,200 for quarter, your annual rate is going to be how much? Annual rate is 3,200 multiplied by, you have 4 quarters. So 3,200 multiplied by 4, you get rupees 12,800. That is your annual rate. Okay, that's your annual rate. Now they're asking you, find the assessed value of your building. So let's just go back to the formula. What is the formula to find the annual rates? Annual rates is equal to assessed value of building multiplied by your rate percentage. So your rate percentage, which is over 100. Okay. So here, this is your annual rate. This is the amount that you have to pay for the whole year. How is it calculated? The assessed value of your building multiplied by the percentage, the rate percentage. Okay. So going back to the data of this question, we already know what is the annual rate for the year. How much is it? 12,800. Substitute over here. So 12,800 is equal to assessed value of the building is what we are trying to find out. So we don't know how much it is. So X into what is your rate percentage? 8%. 8 over 100. Yeah. Simplify now. You want to take the 100 to this side. So when you take the 100 to this side, you have, so we just do it again. 12,800 is equal to 8 into X is 8X over 100. Okay. We want to find out what X is. The assessed value of the building. Cross multiply. Take the 100 here. So 12,800 into 100 is equal to 8x. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. So x therefore is how much? 12,800 into 100 divided by 8. You will get 160,000. No, 160,000. Right? 12 divided by 8. So you can do this quietly. You can do this here. 12,000 divided by 8. 12 divided by 8 is 1. 48 divided by 8 is 6. 0 divided by 8 is 0. 0 divided by 8 is 0. So 1,600 multiplied by 100 will give you 160,000. So what is 160,000? I'm just going to write it here. Assessed value is equal to 160,000. Okay. So that is question number 1 done. Easy question, I think. Most of your questions will come like this, something like this. I'm sure you can do well. Please take it down. I'll give you a minute to take it down. Okay. Right. We'll go on to the second question. A graphs question. right? Graphs question. Got a bit of a ear pain. Okay, right. Following is an incomplete table to draw the graph of the function y equals x squared minus 5. So second question, y is equal to x squared minus 5. They're asking you, first question, obtain the value for y when x is equal to minus 1. So if you see your table, in your table, the value for y when x is equal to minus 1 is not there. So what do you need to do? We need to complete the table, right? So x, so the first question A, when x is equal to minus 1, then y is going to be how much? Substitute into this, minus 1 squared minus 5. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1 minus 5. So y is equal to minus 4. Right? Y is equal to minus 4. Now quickly draw the graph. So x, I'm just going to draw the table here quickly. Minus 3 plus 4, minus 2 plus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4. I'm just going to put a circle for the filling in the blank. 0 plus 5 minus 5, 1 minus 4, 2 minus 1, and 3 plus 4. So that is your table. Now we'll draw the graph quickly. So your graph, if you see, your x-axis should go from minus 3 to plus 3, your x-axis. Your y-axis should go from 4, come down to minus 5 and go to plus 4 again. Okay, right? So your graph should be like that. So minus 3, plus 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Is it going out of the graph screen? Is it going out of the screen? Is that okay or it's gone up? Oh, okay. Right, one more minute. Okay, too much. Okay, right. You don't have this paper. It has been sent to you all last week, no? Last week? I think we resent it today also. Just one moment, give me a minute, let me check. One moment, give me a minute. Just give me a minute, I'll just get it for you. The backend team, they're not there. I'll just give you I'll send it to you. Just hold on. Okay. Right. So you have plus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Right. So let's plot the graph quickly. They're saying minus 3 plus 4. Then minus 2 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 4. Zero minus 5. Plus 1 minus 4. 2 minus 1. And 3 plus 4. Yeah, 3 plus 4. Okay. So now join. Now what you do is, when you come here, you draw a smooth curve like this. You have to use your free hand and draw this smooth curve, right? So y is equal to x squared minus 5 is the name of your function or your graph. Then they're asking you to write the coordinates of the turning point. So we need to fill in the questions. So we'll do that one by one. Question number C, 1. Coordinate of your turning point. Where is your curve taking a turn at this point? What is that? 0 minus 5. That is your answer for C question part 1. Then they are saying find the roots of x squared minus 5 is equal to 0. So what is the roots of this? The roots of this function is very simple, people. All you have to remember is, if they ask you the roots of your function, you just take the values that is given where the line cuts your x-axis. Where the line cuts the x-axis is your root of your graph, right? So they're asking, right, find the roots of x squared minus 5 is equal to 0. What are the roots? X is equal to minus 2.2 or x is equal to plus 2.2. You got it? X is equal to minus 2.2 or x is equal to plus 2.2. All right, that is your second question. See, I'll show you a way to calculate this. This is the easy way out. The easy way out is where the graph cuts the x-axis is your root. If you look at this function, y equals x squared minus 5, y is always going to be 0. The function is 0. So 0 is equal to x squared minus 5. Now what do? You want to find out this. You take the plus minus 5 to this side. You have x squared is equal to plus 5. Then you find the square root of x. So x therefore is square root of 5. If you take your calculator, right? If you take your calculator, oh, it's going out of the screen. No, 1 minute. Okay, now it's clearer. Right. So x minus 2.2 or plus 2.2. So if you find the square root of 5, if you use your calculator, I'm just telling you to use your calculator. You have your calculator here and you put square root of 5, you will see you're getting 2.23. You'll get 2.23. So we are just going to take it to one decimal place. So it's either 2.2 minus or plus 2.2. Okay. So your roots are that. Okay. Then they're asking you, write the range of x for which the graph decreases negatively. So range of x where the graph decreases negatively. Remember, your x-axis is your guiding line. Anything above your x-axis always going to be positive. Anything below your x-axis is negative, right? So your graph from here to here, it is what? Reducing or decreasing in the positive side. It is decreasing in the positive side. Then from 2.2 to 0, it is decreasing negatively. Then from 0 to plus 2.2, it is increasing negatively. Then from 2.2 upwards, it is increasing positively. Okay. So the question they're asking is, write the range of x for which the graph decreases negatively. Where is the graph decreasing negatively? Here. So what is the range? X is greater than minus 2. X is greater than minus 2, right? But less than 0. If you take this value, here is 0. So from minus 2 to 0, your value of x decreasing negatively. So less than 0. That is going to be your answer for the third question. Okay. Right. Then finally they are saying, if the graph is shifted 2 units upwards along the y-axis, write the equation of the new graph. So if you look at the graph here, right, the graph is coming here, cutting at minus 5 and going up. So you can see in your equation itself, this minus 5 is showing. So it is about the y-axis. Turning point is at minus 5, your minimum point. Now what they're saying is, if the graph is shifted 2 units upwards, so from minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, if your new graph will look something like this, right? They're shifting it 2 units upwards. So what is going to be your new equation? This will stay as it is. Why? It is about the y-axis. This is not going to change. What is going to change is, over here, instead of minus 5, we have gone up 2 units. So your new equation of your line is y equals x squared minus 3. Okay. So that is your final answer for question number 2. Okay. Just hold on. Sorry, these guys are not in the table. I will send you the paper. Don't worry. Okay, just hold on. Extremely sorry about that inconvenience. Right, question number 2. Right, good. Fine. So let's go on to the next question. Please, when you're drawing graphs, always use a graph paper. Do not use square rule paper. It's a must, right? Because you need to learn to draw accurately. Okay. So please be very careful. Use a graph paper when you're drawing graphs. And please make sure you pay a lot of attention to graph, because your O-level exam, one full 10-mark question you're going to get from graphs. It has been right throughout all the history of your exams. Paper 2, part 1 always has got a graph question. Okay, so please be very careful and study accordingly. Right, question number 3. Question number 3, they are saying factorize. So question number 3A, you have 4x minus 3y whole thing squared minus 25. Right, whole thing squared minus 25. Now you can see this whole thing is to a square value, and you can also identify 25 is a perfect square. 25 is a perfect square. So then you can rewrite 25 also like this. 4x minus 3y whole thing squared is equal to minus 25 can be written as 5 squared. Now if you see, you have two square numbers and you're subtracting. So two square numbers and subtracting means we call that a difference of squares. Okay. So difference of squares, what do we do? Very easy. This minus 5 becomes one factor. 4x minus 3y minus 5 is one factor. Open brackets. The same thing. 4x minus 3y. This time, instead of the minus, you're going to put plus 5, and that's going to be your answer. Okay, right? Plus 5 is going to be your answer, right? So that is A question. B question, solve. So when they say solve, they are asking you to find the value of A, right? Find the value of A. So 4 over A minus 2 minus 2 over 2 into A minus 2 is equal to 3. Right? So what is going to be you have something called an algebraic fraction. So when you have a fraction, when you subtract, you have to make sure the denominators are same. So lowest common multiple of A and 2A minus 2 is going to be 2A minus 2 will be your lowest common multiple. Okay, so then this side of your fraction, already you have A minus 2. Only thing missing is the 2, so you multiply by 2 here. So 2 multiplied by 2 here, you'll get this, multiplied by 2 here, you're getting 8 minus this side of the fraction, everything is there, so is equal to 3. Simplify. A minus 2, 8 minus 2 is 6 over 2 into A minus 2 is equal to 3. Okay, I'm going to take this up, right? So I'll just rewrite this. 6 A minus 2 into 2 is equal to 3. Okay, so now what do? You multiply, right? 8 minus 6. So you can just take it up and multiply. So what do you have here? This here, you can actually simplify this 6 and 2. Can you see? The 6 and 2, if you simplify, what do you get? Okay, right. So let's do that. Simplify. You can simplify this and this. You're going to get 3 over there. Right. So 6 and 2, you simplify, you get 3. So 3 over a minus 2 is equal to 3. All right. Now cross multiply. We want to take the a up. So 3 is equal to 3 into a minus 2. So 3 is equal to 3 into a is 3a. 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. Okay. Now to find out a, you take the minus 6 to this side. So 3 plus 6 is equal to 3a. Okay. So 3 plus 6 is 9 equal to 3a. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. A is equal to 3. Okay. That should be your answer for the B part of that question. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So A is equal to 3. Right. C part of the question. Solve a simultaneous equation. So you have 3x minus 4y is equal to 13. 2x plus 4y is equal to 2. This is your first equation, second equation. Okay. First equation, second equation. Now, in order to do a simultaneous equation, you have to eliminate. We have to eliminate either x or y. So, to eliminate, your coefficients of one of the two unknowns has to be equal. So, here 3 for x, you have 3 and 2. For y, you have 4 and 4. So, good. So, we can eliminate y now. That's your first rule. So, when you have to eliminate y, that means this is coefficients are same. Only thing signs are different. When the signs are different, what do you need to do? You have to add the two equations, right? So you add the two equations, equation 1 plus equation 2. Okay. So 3x minus 4y plus 2x plus 4y 13 plus 2. Okay. 3x plus 2x is 5x minus 4y plus 4y will cancel is equal to 15. Divide by 5, divide by 5, x is equal to 3. Yeah, x is equal to 3. Now we need to find out y. So substitute x. Substitute x in one of these two equations. We'll into this in equation 2. The main reason because it is in plus. We don't want to work with negative. It's a headache. Okay. So substitute x in equation 2. So 2 into 3 plus 4y is equal to 2. So 6 plus 4y is equal to 2. The plus 6 when it comes to this side, minus 6. So 4y is equal to minus 4. Divide by 4, divide by 4, y is equal to minus 1. Yeah, y is equal to minus 1. So once you have done this, guys, you slowly at the end, you just say x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus. Show the answers separately. Okay, please do that. So this is question number C. Please check your answers. I'll just move the screen up. It's going down. I'll just. Okay, right. All right, let's go on to question number 4. Right. A container prepared by cutting a right circular solid cylinder as shown. So they've cut it in half, the cylinder. Right. So question number 4. A, you have a cylinder like this. This is 40. This is 21. Right. You have P here, Q here, R here, and S. So this is your diagram. Okay. They're saying find the area of the rectangle PQRS. 40 centimeters. Huh? All of them are centimeters. All of these are centimeters. Okay. Right. All are in centimeters. Okay. Area of your rectangle PQRS. So we'll do that here. Area of PQRS. A rectangle. How do you calculate area? Length into breadth. Both of that they have given us. So 40 multiplied by 21. 40 multiplied by 21 is 840 centimeters square. Okay. Then the asking you to find the area of shaded region. Area of shaded region. Okay. So basically what is this? This is half a circle. No? You have one circle here. And this circle, if you put it together, you will get one full circle. Okay. So how do you calculate the area of a full circle? Pi r squared. No. Area of shaded region is pi r squared. Right? Even though there are two semicircles, the two semicircles, that is this and this, if you put it together, you're getting one full circle. So we can find the area of one full circle, isn't it? And what is the formula? Pi r squared. Pi is 22 over 7. R is, now if this is 21 people, diameter is 21. Then radius is going to be how much then? Therefore, radius is 21 divided by 2, which is 10 and a half. But leave it like this. When it is a radius and if it's a fraction, it's easy to solve. I'll show you why. So what is your radius? R squared. So 21 over 2 into 21 over 2. Okay. So simplify now. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. This 2 and this 22 can simplify. That becomes 11. So you're only left with this to sort out. Okay. So 11 into 3 into 21 divided by 2. 11 into 3 is 33. 33 multiplied by 21. 33 into 21 is okay 693 divided by 2. So 693 divided by 2, I'll give it here. 693 divided by 2. 346.5 centimeters square. So that is the area of your two shaded regions, 346.5 centimeters square. Okay. Then they are saying find the surface area, total surface area of the container. Right. So surface area means what? You have a rectangular surface. You have two semicircular surfaces. Remember, you have half a curved surface. What do you have? You have half a curved surface. So you need to find the area of this curved surface, but it is only half. What is the formula for area of curved surface? Third question. Third question. Area of curved surface is 2 pi r h. Okay, but don't use that formula. Why? Because we only want half a curved surface, right? So area of curved surface is 2 pi r h. Therefore, area of half a curved surface, right? Half a curved surface is going to be half into 2 pi r h. You followed? Half into 2 pi r h. You can simplify this 2 and this 2 straight away. You can cut it out, right? Now what are you left with? Pi 22 over 7. Radius 21 divided by 2. And your height of this curved surface is, this is your height. That is 40 centimeters is over here. Okay. So simplify now. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 21 divided by 7 is 3. This and this will cancel. You have 11. So 11 into 3 into 40. 11 into 3 is 33. 33 multiplied by 40 is how much? 33 into 4. 1,320 centimeters squared, right? That is your, find the total surface area of the container now. So you have all three. You have your rectangle, you have your shaded region, and you have your curved surface. So total surface area therefore is what? Total surface area 840, 346.5 plus 1,320 is going to be your total surface area. Add it 0.5. 0 plus 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 carry forward. 1 plus 9 is 1 plus 8 is 9. Plus 3, 12. Plus 3, 15. You will have 2506.5 centimeters squared. Okay. Any questions? 2506.5 centimeters squared. All right. That's your total surface area. Right. Please take that down and check if everything is okay. Carefully calculate. Carefully calculate. Small errors we can make. So please be careful with that. Right. Second part of this question, they're saying find the value using a log table. So let's do that. Using a log table. So I'm going to erase this. If everybody is okay with this, I'm going to erase it. Right. Find the value using a log table. Question number B. 3.76 into 44 divided by 18.4. Okay. So log table, what is the rule? First and foremost, you have to write all of these numbers in scientific notation. So we all know how to write in scientific notation. So log multiplications can be written as additions. Divisions can be written as the subtractions. Okay. Right. So let's rewrite this in log form. So log 3.76. So already it's there. 10 to the power 0. Okay. 3.76 into 10 to the power 0. 10 to the power 0 means 1. So 3.76 multiplied by 1 will give you this. Then additions can be written as, multiplications can be written as additions. So log 44. So you have to move your decimal place one place. So 4.4 multiplied by 10 to the power 1 minus. Why am I minusing? Divisions can be written as subtractions. Move your decimal place one place. So log 1.84 into 10 to the power 1. You're moving your decimal place once. Okay. So now, before you start, you say, look at the power of your 10. Power of 10, here it's to 0. So that is your characteristic of your log. Straight away bring the 0 down. Now go and look for 3.76 in your log table. Please be very careful with your log table. Don't go and look in your sine table and so on. Okay, it's your log table. 3.76. 3.76 is 5752. 5752 plus here this is 1. So straight away bring the 1 down. Look for 4.4. So 4.4 in your log table. 4.4 is 6435. 6435 minus, again the characteristic is 1. So 1 comes in front. 1.84. So look for 1.84. 1.84 is 2648. So 2648. Okay. So you have to add first and subtract. So let's do that. So 0.5752 plus 1.6435. 7, 8, 11, 12, 2. 2.2187. Then 2.2187 minus 1.2648. Okay. 8 you can borrow from here. 7. 17 minus 8 is 9. 7 minus 4 is 3. Here you borrow. 11 minus 6 is 5. Here you borrow. 11 minus 2 is 9. You get 0.9539. Now what do you need to do? You have to find the anti-log of 0.9539. Right? So how do you find the anti-log of 9.9539? This time you go into the body of your log. So 9539, go and look for 9539. Get to the closest value. 95429538 is there. 9538 is 8.99 and 9539 minus 9538, you get a 1 difference. Okay, so look for 9538, that is 8.99. Then go to the third column and look for 1, and under 1 if you go up you'll get 2, so 8.992. 8.992 into 10 to the power, here your characteristic is 0. So 10 to the power 0 means 1. So your answer is 8.992. So let's see if this is correct. So what I do is, normally once I do this, I take my calculator and I just do the normal division. So 3.76 multiplied by 44 divided by 18.4. You can see, if you see, you will get an answer of 8.99. Yeah, can you see? You'll get 8.991. So close to that. So your answer is therefore correct. What you have done is perfectly correct. Okay, I think I showed it to you on the camera. I don't know if you had seen it. I tried. So just check, double check, and if your answer is correct. All right. Step by step, guys. Step by step, very neatly write it down. Otherwise, you will fall into trouble. Use your log table. Use a ruler so that you are checking the correct numbers. Use a ruler and check your numbers, please. Okay. That is B part of that question. Right. So fifth question we can go into. Fifth question. If everybody is okay with that, I can go into the fifth question. Right. Fifth question. A length of a rectangle is x plus 3 and its breadth is x minus 1. So question number 5. A length is equal to x plus 3, breadth is equal to x minus 1, area is equal to 221 centimeters square. They're saying build up a quadratic equation using the data. So how do you find the area of a rectangle? Area of a rectangle is length into breadth. Okay. So here your length is x plus 3 into x minus 1 is equal to your area, which is 221. Okay. Right. So now simplify. X into x is x squared. X into minus 1 is minus x. 3 into x is plus 3x. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 is equal to 221. Okay. So x squared minus x plus 3x is plus 2x minus 3. The 221 comes to this side. So minus 3 minus 221 gives you minus 224, which is equal to 0. Okay. Right. So they are saying just build up a quadratic equation using the data. So we have done that. Then they are saying solve the equation and find the length and breadth of the rectangle. So if you want to solve this, you know how to do that, right? You take the first and the last term. So x squared into minus 224, you'll get minus 224 x squared. So then what are the factors of 224? I've written it down. 1 into 224, 2 into 112, 4 into 56, 7 into 32, 8 into 28, and 14 into 16. So these are your factors. So what do we do now? We have to see which pair, when you add it, is going to give you this, and when you multiply is going to give you this. Right? So you can see the difference between 16 and 14 is plus 2. So plus 2 means this is going to be plus, this is going to be minus. Right? And when you multiply minus into plus, you will get a minus answer. Right? So rewrite this now. So therefore, we'll rewrite x squared minus 14x plus 16x minus 224 is equal to 0. Factorize the first two and the last two. Okay. X squared and 14x common factor, x. X squared divided by x is x. Minus 14x divided by x is minus 14. 16x and minus 224 plus 16. 16 divided by 16x divided by 16 is x. Minus 224 divided by 16 is minus 14. Right? So therefore, x minus 14 into x plus 16 is equal to 0. Right? Now we are dealing with length, people. So length has to be a positive. Right? So let's see. X minus 14 is equal to 0 or x plus 16 is equal to 0. So then how much is x going to be? Minus 14 comes to this side, plus 14, or plus 16 when it comes to this side, minus 16. Now, since we are dealing with length, then length has to be positive. You always have to have a positive value for length. You can't have a negative value for length. So therefore, x is going to be what? X is going to be equal to 14. Okay. Right. So then they are saying solve the equation and find the length and breadth of the rectangle. So therefore, length is equal to how much? Length is x plus 3. So 14 plus 3 is 17. Breadth is going to be what? X minus 1. So 14 minus 1 is 13. Okay. 17 and 13 are the values for length and breadth. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Please take this down. Please take this down, people. I'll give you a minute. This is the tough part. Factorizing. This is what is going to take a long time. I'm sure you know all of this part. This part only, it will take a little bit of time. Okay. Right. Going on to the B part of this question, I need some space. So I'm going to erase here first. Need be, I'll erase the other side. Okay. Right. B question. You have a square. A, B, C, and D. F, E, G. Okay, let's look at the data. ABCD is a square with a length of side 25 centimeters. Good, so that's easy. 25 centimeters. From ABCD, another square shaped portion DEFG, another square shaped portion. So this, and this are equal with a length of a side is 8 centimeters. So this is 8, right, is removed. Using the knowledge of binomial expressions, find the area of the remaining portion. So area of remaining portion is what? Area of remaining portion is area of ABCD minus area of DEFG. That's what you need to do. Right? Area of ABCD minus this will give you the remaining part. So what is the area of ABCD? 25 into 25, which is 25 square, minus area of DEFG is what? 8 into 8 will give you the area of this. So 8 squared. What do we have? Difference of squares. Yeah, difference of squares, easy. Our knowledge of binomial factorization, 25 minus 8 is one factor. Same thing, 25 and 8, but the other one is plus. Right? So 25 minus 8 is how much? 17. 25 plus 8 is how much? 33. So multiply 17 multiplied by 33. 562. Is 62 or 61? 561 centimeters square. That should be your final answer of question number 5. Okay. Okay. Right. We'll go on to question number 6. Question number 6. Distribution. Right. Frequency distribution. Right. Any questions, people? Any questions? Right. So let's go on. Question number 6. They're saying the table shows the information about the age of tourists who visited Sri Lanka on a certain day. The class interval 5-15 indicates that x is greater than or equal to 5. So what is x? Your age, greater than or equal to 5, less than or equal to less than 15. Okay, that's how you need to interpret the class intervals. So your age 5-15 means the age is greater than or equal to 5 but less than 15. 15 to 25 means greater than or equal to 15 but less than 25. Like that you need to interpret. In what range of age are the people who like to visit Sri Lanka the most? So in which range do you think the tourists like to visit Sri Lanka the most? So if you can see, the number of tourists which is showing the highest amount is 110, and that is between the age of 35 to 45. Can you see? From 35 to 45, we call that the model class, right? Even though they're not asking for the name, that is called the model class. And what is that? 35 to 45. Okay. Then they are saying find the mean age of the tourist to the nearest year by taking the mid value of the model class as the assumed mean. Okay. So we have to do a frequency distribution table. Let's do that. Age. So that is your class interval. Right? Your age is your class interval. 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 65, 65 to 75. Right. Then they're giving you the number of tourists as your frequency. What is frequency? How many people are traveling between that particular age? So we call this the frequency. This is x. So this is your class interval. Okay. So 15 is 20, 35, 80, 110, 87, 58, 30. Okay. Now, in order to find the mean, this is a group frequency distribution. So that means there is a value from this to this. So we call that the mid value, right? The mid value, the value that is representing this class interval. We call it the mid value. Okay. And we call that x. How do you calculate the mid value? You take the lowest value at the higher value and divide by 2. 5 plus 15, 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 25 plus 20, 15 plus 25, 40 divided by 2 is 20. Here 60. 60 divided by 2, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. Right, straight away we can, there's a pattern. So mid value is that. Then they are saying take the mid value of the model class as the assuming. What is your assuming? Your model class. Mid value of your model class. This is your model class. So the mid value of that is this. Okay. Now, how do you calculate mean? So we'll have to do a calculation. Mean is equal to assume mean plus sum of FD divided by sum of F. Right? Sum of FD divided by sum of F. What is this? It's called the mean deviation. Okay, what is it called? It's called the mean deviation. Right. So how do you calculate that? First, you have to find out D. What is D? Your deviation. How do you calculate deviation? This is how you calculate deviation. Right? You take the mid value minus the mid value of your assumed mean, or this is your assumed mean. So 10 minus 40 minus 30. That's how you need to do it. You get minus figure. 10 minus 40 minus 30. 20 minus 40 minus 20. 30 minus 40 minus 10, 0. Why 0? 40 minus 40, 0. 50 minus 40 plus 10. 60 minus 40 plus 20. 70 minus 40, 30 plus 30. Okay. Now what you do is you add the negatives first and the positives together. 30. Before you do that, you have to add one more column. What is that column? You have to find the FD column. What is FD? Frequency multiplied by deviation. We call that the FD column. Okay. Right. So let's do that quickly. What is the FD column? 20 multiplied by minus 30 minus 600. 35 minus multiplied by minus 20 minus 700. Then 80 multiplied by minus 10 minus 800, 0. 87 into 10, 870. 58 into 10, 20. You get 8 into 2, 16. 11, 11,000, 1,160. 30 into 30, 900. So sum of FD will be, you add this first. 800, 700, 1,500 plus 6 minus 2,100. Here 0, 13, 9, 10, 19, 1, 2,930. Okay, 2,930 is your answer there. Okay, so 2,930 minus 2,100. 2,930 minus 2,100, you have 830. Okay, 830 here. Sum of F we want. Why? We want to find this value also. What is sum of F? Addition of the total number of tourists. Are they giving you total number of tourists? They are not, so we have to calculate. 0 plus 5 plus 7, 12 plus 8, 20. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 8, 15 plus 1, 16 plus 8, 24 plus 5, 29 plus 3, 32. 3 plus 1, 4, 420. Okay. Then you do the calculation now. So what is assumed mean? Assumed mean is 40. Sum of FD is 830 divided by 420. Okay. Just want to double check the calculations. Can you all please check and tell me if I have made any mistakes? I can just double check. So FD is 20 into 30, 600, 35 into 20. 800, 0, 870, 58 into 20, 1160, 30 into 30, 30 into 30 is 20, 10, minus 10. Okay, all done. So 600 plus 700 plus 800, 2100, 870 plus T plus 900, 2930 minus 2100, 830. So that is fine. Right, so 830, so 40 plus 830 divided by 420, you will get 1.97. So 1.97, we'll take it as 41.97. Now we are looking at age, so we'll give it to round it off. Are they giving us any values? Find the mean age of tourist to the nearest year. To the nearest year, so 41.97, we'll write it as 42 years is your average. Okay, so that is the average age of a tourist. Okay, so this calculation, long calculation, but doable. You can get marks. So don't let it go. Okay. Then they are asking you to find the price. Third question. Third question. This is your second question. I'm going to erase this part. They're saying the price of an air ticket is $180. Half the rate is charged for children under 15 years. Children under 15 years is this. Okay, that's the number of tourists under 15 years. Okay, find the total income earned by the airways company in US dollars. Right, okay. So, children's rate, we'll say. Children's rate or your price of your ticket is how much? 180 divided by 2, $90. Okay. So out of this 420, 20 are children. All the others are adults. All the others, what is the rate going to be? Each ticket is $180. Therefore, total airfare is going to be how much? Total airfare, 20 children at $90 plus 400 children, because 20 we are reducing from here, 400 at $180. 400 at $180. That's going to be your total cost. So for 20 into 90 is 1,800 plus 4 into 18 is 72. 8 into 4 is 32. 3 carry forward 72. 3 zeros. So total cost is going to be how much? 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. 7. So total cost is $73,800. Okay. You can just straight away add it. 72,000 plus 1,800 should give 73,800. No, but just be careful. Just double check when you do that. Okay. Right. Then they are saying if the US dollar is 210 rupees, find the income in Sri Lankan rupees. My goodness. Okay. So fourth question, $73,800 into each dollar is how much? 210 rupees. So what is your Sri Lankan rupees going to be? I'm just going to do it quickly on the calculator to save some time. 210 multiplied by 73,800. 73,800 into 210. You're getting 15,498,000 is your answer for this question. Okay. Okay, so fourth question. Please take it down. Okay, right. Hopefully everybody has got that. Right, let's go on. Seventh question. Right, seventh question. Let's do that. There are 20 pieces of ribbon of length 3, 7, and 11 centimeters. So 3, 7, 11, and so on. To make a Vesak lantern, what progression do the lengths of ribbon follow? So what type of a progression is it called? It's called an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. How can you show it is an arithmetic progression? You have to find the common difference. How do you find the common difference? Any term other than the first term, subtract the previous term. So 7 minus 3, 4. 11 minus 7, 4. So you can see there is a common difference between the terms in the number pattern. So therefore we call it an arithmetic progression. Okay, so that is your first question. Second question is, find the length of the 20th piece of ribbon. So how do you find the 20th piece of ribbon? What is the general term? Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. They want you to find the 20th ribbon, how long it is. A is your first, so that is 3. N is your term number, which is 20. D is your common difference, which is 4. So 3 plus 20 minus 1 is 19 into 4. So 3 plus 76. So your 20th term is 79 centimeters long. Okay. How long is it? Find the length of the 20th piece of ribbon. 79 centimeters long. Right. Then they're asking you in the third question, find the total length required to cut the 20 pieces. So how much of ribbon in total you need to find the first 20 ribbons. Right. So first 20 ribbons, you can use Sn is equal to n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. You can use this formula or you can use n over 2 a plus l. Right? Either one. This one you use when you know the first term, you know your term number, and L. L is your nth term, the last term. Okay. So in this particular question, they are saying find the total length required to cut the 20 pieces. So sum of first 20 pieces they want you to know. We know the first length is 3 centimeters. We also know the 20th term or 20th length also we know. Why? We calculated it in question number 2. What is the 20th length? 79 centimeters. So straight away we can use that, which is easier. So sum of 20 ribbons is 20 divided by 2 into 3 plus your last one is 79. 3 plus 79. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 3 plus 79 is 82. So 820 centimeters is the total length of the ribbon. 820 centimeters. Okay. Total length required to cut 20 pieces. Okay, that's your third question. Then they are saying if the price of 1 meter of ribbon is 80 rupees, find the total cost. Find the total cost. Now, they have given it to you in centimeters. They are requiring the price of the ribbon is in meters. 1 meter is 80 rupees, right? 1 meter is 80 rupees. So here you have 820 centimeters. Please be very careful. Don't take 820 and multiply by 80 rupees. Your question is wrong. First, you convert the length into meters. Question number 4. Length is equal to 820 divided by 100. You have 8.2 meters. Got it? 8.2 meters. Okay. All right. Then they're saying each meter is 80 rupees. Therefore, cost is equal to 8.2 into 80. Right? 8.2 multiplied by 80. 0. So your cost of your ribbons is 656 rupees. Okay, 656 rupees is your cost of your ribbon. All right. Then fifth question, careful, this one. Look at this. They're saying which piece of ribbon is 48 centimeters less than the 20th piece of ribbon. We know the 20th piece of ribbon is 79 centimeters. Okay. Right? Question number 5. 20th ribbon is 79 centimeters. We calculated that. They're saying which piece of ribbon is 48 centimeters less. So Tn, they want to find out which ribbon is 48 centimeters less. So 79 minus 48, that is 31 centimeters. So the ribbon which is 31 centimeters, they want you to find out which ribbon is it. Is it your 4th ribbon, or is it your 5th ribbon, or if it is your 7th ribbon? Okay. So they are asking you which piece of ribbon is 48 centimeters less that is 31 centimeter length ribbon is which piece, right? So you need to find out using the formula Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times B. We know this is your 31 is your length of the ribbon is equal to A is 3. N is what we are trying to find out. We want to see which ribbon that is. So that is n minus 1. D we know is 4. So 31 is equal to 31, 3 plus 4 into n is 4n. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. Okay. So simplify here. 31 is equal to 4n plus 3 minus 4 minus 1. Minus 1 will come to this side. 31 plus 1 is equal to 4n, which is 32. 4n divided by 4 divided by 4, n is equal to 8. Therefore, 31 centimeter ribbon is the 8th ribbon. Is the 8th ribbon. Okay. That is your answer for your 5th question of question number 7. Okay. Just one moment.